Welcome to the grounds of the state capitol in Springfield, Illinois, in the heart of our Central Southern Illinois Synod. In his letter to the Galatians, St. Paul writes, "For freedom Christ has set us free. For you are called to freedom, brothers and sisters. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for self-indulgence, but through love become slaves to one another. For the whole law is summed up in a single commandment. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Created to be free. As I was thinking about putting together this video, I thought how cool it would be to illustrate what it means to be free by skydiving out of an airplane, or rappelling down the side of a tall building, or bungee jumping into some majestic canyon. Now, the truth is that I've never done any of those things, but I could have if I truly wanted to. I have the freedom to do each of those things, but in order to do any of those things, at least to do them successfully, I would first need to be connected. To successfully skydive, I would need to be connected to another professional skydiver who was connected to a well-functioning parachute. To successfully rappel down the side of a tall building, I would need to be connected to a safety harness that was connected to some immovable anchor. To successfully bungee jump into a majestic canyon, I would need to be connected to a bungee cord that was connected to something that would keep me from going splat. I have the freedom to do all of those things as long as I am connected to something or to someone. So it is in our relationship with Christ. In Christ, we are free. We are free to be exactly the person God has created us to be. But that freedom we bear is a freedom that is completely dependent on our connection to Christ, the one who through his life, death, and resurrection gained for us freedom from the power of sin, freedom from the power of death, freedom from the power of evil. Connected to Christ, we are free. Free not for the sake of ourselves, so that we might do and say and live however we want, but rather free for the sake of one another, so that we might love and serve our neighbors. The freedom that we have comes from being connected to Christ, so that through Christ we might also be connected one to another. As Martin Luther writes in The Freedom of a Christian is Lord of all, completely free of everything. But a Christian is also a servant, completely attentive to the needs of all. You see, in the end, the freedom that we have in Christ isn't about jumping out of airplanes or rappelling down buildings or bungee jumping into a majestic canyon, as cool as each of those things might be. No, the freedom we have in Christ is about loving and serving one another, just as God in Christ first loves and serves each of us.